People think of the clerk, they're thinking about somebody sitting here in a courtroom taking notes for a judge, and it's so much more complex than that, so much more intricate and detailed, and again, is a critical function.
As the clerk to the circuit and county court, clerks help people interact with the court system on important matters. The services clerks provide are the very foundation of our judicial system.
As I walk into a courtroom every single day, I talk to people, I issue different directives, I issue orders, I reset cases, I sentence people. And all of those things have to be recorded by someone. Someone has to record the detail of what it is that we do, and the clerk of court is the one who does that. They are just essential. There really is no way for us to effectively do our jobs without the clerk.
Clerks of court not only keep records of court hearings and trials, but they also coordinate and schedule them. They process all civil and criminal cases and file indictments, informations, and verdicts. And when cases are appealed, they prepare and transmit the appellate records. Clerks also hold a fiduciary responsibility for the court payment. They collect and disperse fines, court costs, forfeitures, fees, and service charges. They record payments, track financial obligations due to the courts, and work with customers on payment options that fit their needs and ensure court compliance. Individuals and attorneys filing legal actions, such as small claims, receive assistance from the clerks of court. They provide parties the necessary paperwork and point them in the right direction. In many counties, clerks of court even offer online self-help services to guide individuals representing themselves in court. All court records are maintained, safeguarded, and their integrity is protected by the clerks of court. With millions of records passing through the court system, clerks of court digitally manage robust systems that provide public access while protecting certain confidential information when appropriate. Clerks of court are also responsible for maintaining, preserving, and managing access to all evidence entered into the court. In many counties, this includes storing physical evidence on site. The jury process is also managed by the clerks, helping to uphold the right to an impartial jury. This includes the random selection of juror pools, summonsing jurors, managing juror exemptions, and compensating jurors in accordance with the law. Clerks of court are also involved in services that affect the safety of vulnerable populations.
Every day, we encounter customers who are experiencing life's challenges. We had a young lady come in that was experiencing a violent atmosphere at home with her husband, and we connected her with a local shelter service that had a legal advocate, and they were able to not only provide shelter, but also legal assistance in obtaining her dissolution of marriage.
Processing protective injunctions or restraining orders for victims of domestic violence is an essential service clerks provide. They also protect Florida's most vulnerable populations by processing injunctions for protection against the abuse, neglect, and exploitation of elderly persons and disabled adults. Families and individuals dealing with mental health and substance abuse issues can count on their local clerk of court as they work in processing and accepting petitions in Baker Act and Marchman Act cases. Each year, thousands of families depend on clerks of court to maintain accurate child support payment records. This process provides accountability within Florida's child support system, helping to ensure obligations are met and the basic needs of children are paid for. And while these seem like a lot of responsibilities, each of these services requires careful attention to detail. Judges, attorneys, local law enforcement, and all parties involved in civil and criminal cases depend on accurate and timely access to court information.